The GTA 6 release is already turning out to be an absolute clown show. So, for the last 6 months or so, I'm going to say, people have been talking with each other. They've been theorizing and speculating how much the price tag is going to be for GTA 6. You know, some people have been saying, "Oh, it's going to be $120." Other people have been saying it's going to be like 100. The general consensus seems to have been fixed on about an $80 price tag, which, if you're an OG gamer, $80, man. I remember once upon a time, games used to cost something like $60 and you got what you paid for. I mean, like, it was AAA. They made sure from start to finish, they gave you everything. Full Monty. You got all of the secrets, all of the content, all the stories. There wasn't none of this BS with the drip of the DLC and whatnot. No, you got the entire game from factory exactly how it is for $60. Fast forward to today, you know, inflation and all this BS. They give you all the excuses, every excuse in the world why they got to jack up the price to whatever it is you're paying now. I don't know. Nintendo's notorious for charging full price for 20-year-old games and stuff like that. $70, $80, whatever the case is. They come up with their excuses. Okay, fine. The rumored amount for GTA 6 that everybody agreed on was going to be $80. Already this bothers. You know, this really bothers. There were even some rumors, you know, some tinfoil theories that there were some major players in the background in the gaming industry. They were trying to pull some strings and kind of motivate Rockstar to bump up the price because they understand that Rockstar, hate it or love it, they're a powerhouse in the industry. GTA, they are like a major brand. Nobody's doing numbers like Rockstar and GTA. So as the tinfoil flat earthers had it, they believed that if other entities get Rockstar to bump the price up to $80, they could create like a new baseline price for all new releases. They're like the standard bearer. So if they get them, hey, you're $80 now, everybody else, you're going to have to fall in line. They are that much of a juggernaut in the industry. Or so the tinfoil went. Regardless, it is now June 25th, 2026, and we now have the official price tags for the two editions. There's two versions. You have the standard version and you have the ultimate version. Standard version costs $80. So they guessed right. All of the speculators and all that, they guessed it right. The ultimate edition comes out to about $100. My fear was that it would have been 120, which is fucking crazy. You know, gloves coming off. That would have been some shit. That wasn't the case. It's $100, $80 for the standard edition, and already they're fucking this up. This is a debacle to end all debacles in terms of game release, because you have to look through this entire list of fumbles that they're doing already, and I can't. This shit is driving me crazy. So just as an example, okay, red flag number one. This meme right here, this little joke, which is not a joke. The way that Rockstar is releasing this game, the first thing that they're doing, they're not coming out with physical copies of the game. You're not going to get a physical disc. What you're going to get, as the joke implies, they're going to give you a case. They're going to give you a case. It's going to have the cover art and everything on top of it. And when you open the damn thing, it's going to be cobwebs and mothballs and all kinds of dust flying out, because there ain't going to be no damn game. What's going to be inside is going to be, according to some people, it's going to be a piece of paper. And on that paper, it's going to have a code, which is like a redemption code. And you punch it in and you're going to get a digital copy. You're not going to get the actual thing. I don't know about you guys. Again, I'm kind of old school. That's kind of whack because of, you know, pros and cons when it comes to digital copies. You want to take your game and go to your buddy's house, or you want to go anywhere but your crib, what you're going to have to bring the whole damn PlayStation with you. Or I don't even know what the process is. What, you delete it from your thing and then you let them know, hey, it's not installed here anymore. And then you take your stupid little piece of paper and you go to your friend's house and you punch it in. And then, okay, now we can play after we wait. I don't know. How long does it take you to download 500 gigabytes? So it's a joke, but then it's not a joke. Just got my copy of Grand Theft Auto 6, an empty ass case. This is not empty. You pop this open, boom, there he is, and with the cover girl too. I forgot that was in there. So that's red flag number one. People are pissed. I'm a little bit agitated because I'm old school. I want my physical copy. I want to be able to put it in, take it out. I don't want to sit there for however long it takes to download. What if I don't got space on the PlayStation? You guys already know what time it is. You do this a hell of a lot more than I do. For those of you who are console people, I'm not a console person. I'm a PC person. I'm waiting for the game to be on PC regardless because the PC is stronger than my PlayStation. Oh, that's another little side note. I don't have the Pro. I don't have the PS5 Pro. I got the base PlayStation. So that means that my shit is going to be playing at like 30 FPS. Best case scenario, max 30 FPS. I don't know if I can go in there and fandango something. Who knows? Point being is that you're going to get an empty ass case and a nice little 2-hour wait time downloading your stupid game. Red flag number 2. If you can see this entire list. The Ultimate Edition, the more expensive edition. This is the $100 version of the game. Everything that you see here, as you can see, I think this is an exhausted list of everything that you're going to get. A car. It's going to be a Ferrari. I think a 95 Grotti Cheetah. I think that's a Ferrari. I'm going to have it showing later on so you can see it. Jason's Dinka Enduro motorcycle. Okay, you're going to get a car. You're going to get a bike. You're going to get a kayak. Okay, fine. A retro build for Jason's Vapito Ganado. That sounds like a skin. Access to Ride Out Customs mod shop. That's a shop. That's a shop. People who play GTA, they know. You can go to different shops and you can do different things. What was it? West Coast Customs or whatever the hell it was called. I forget. You have a paint shop. You have the customized shop where you go in and you can trick out the car with paint and the wheels and the body kit and all that crap. So that sounds like a custom shop for a car. One-Eyed Willie's mod shop. That sounds like either tattoos or piercing. Chitsu Squall, that's a boat. So you're gonna get two kinds of boats. 67 Vapid, Dominator, Buggy, Paradise Garage, and Watson Bay. So you got that's 2 vehicles. No, 1, 2. Looks like 2 vehicles, 2 boats is what you're gonna get. Right? So far, no, 3 vehicles. Car, the bike, and the buggy. You got 5 there. Paradise and Watson Bay, exclusive car repossession. This is something that you could argue can be behind DLC. That's something you can argue that's behind DLC. It is a mission. So this is a repo mission. You're going to be in a repo truck, right? A tow truck. And you're going to do like side mission involving classic cars for Wyman. So my guess is just off of reading, you're going to go and repo classic cars. Maybe you get to keep some. And maybe through the course of the mission, you keep the classic cars and you add onto your collection of cars, but special ones, obviously. Outside of this mission, you probably can't get these classic cars through regular means, through free roam. So you got to do a little bit of work, but then they give you more content in terms of special kinds of cars. That's something you can make an argument for, be behind a DLC or a paywall. Exclusive gang compound raid mission involving the PT. Okay. Legal goods store. Okay. It looks like you're going to hit up a gang's compound. So it looks like you're going to hit up a gang's compound and they got like a warehouse or whatever, probably drugs or all other kinds of paraphernalia and stuff like that. And you're going to hit them up and you can take their stuff. Again, that's actual content. That's actual gameplay. That's actual stuff. An argument can be made for that. Good time gear. A collection of clothing, apparel, skins. Arguably. Skins. Clothing is to change how you look. It's fucking skins. Good Time States hit TV show character Maka the Gator. Sounds like more skins. Or like a t-shirt. I think I've seen the promo for it. Not exactly sure what's going on there. Vice City style looks. Exclusive outfits and clothing for again, more skins. Access to Electric Fang Tattoo Shop. Another shop. Well, that's 3 shops that they got locked behind the thing. Access to the Stock 305 clothing store. Skins. Shop. Same shit. Access to Sarah's unisex skins. Personalized weapon variants. Okay. Skins for the guns. Hawk and little Morgan revolvers. More skins for the guns. Yeah. Including palm tree edge. Yeah. So you can see it. For the extra $20, you're gonna get 5 vehicles, 2 missions, and an ass load of skin and cosmetics. We'll call them cosmetics. 5 vehicles, 2 missions, and the rest is a bunch of cosmetics. I don't know, man. This is single player. For me, the 2 missions should not. You can make the argument for, but they shouldn't, because this is single player. This is the single player campaign. This is stuff that you're not in a multiplayer environment. It's just you. It's just you. So it's like I'm not feeling it, man. I mean, like, do I just me as a consumer, me as a player, do I really care about repoing classic cars? Like, I never used to care about stacking up my cars back in the old GTAs, because again, it's just me riding around. If it was me riding around in a multiplayer environment, we could go to like a car meet or whatever, and other people show up with their shit, and it was actually an actual competition where they're being judged. I don't know how you would judge the parameters of that, or you especially using AI or whatever. But doesn't matter. If you can show up and you're special, custom, tricked out, whatever the hell, and you're there and you're going up against 10 other people, or back in the day, because we're talking about Miami, back in the day, they used to also do the subwoofers. You put the bass in the trunk. They went crazy with it. I had 212s. I remember back in the day, I had the 212s. That shit was thumping. Whatever the case is, if you were doing this with the classic cars in a multiplayer environment, that would be pretty sick. But if it's just for you to look at and to drive around, and you're gonna crash that shit anyways, because that's how you drive in GTA, And then the other one where you hit the gang's compound, the PTT youngin, the exclusive gang compound, you hit them up and you probably steal their stuff, or you get into a fight with them. I'd have to see more. That does, like, I don't think I really care much. I'd have to see more. And then maybe later on I change my mind. Maybe they got some crazy stuff that you can only get from them that is like really cool or whatever the case is. But I got to see more. I'm not feeling this right now. The 5 vehicles, it's cool, but how many other vehicles are there in the game and better than this? Because this is stuff that you start out with. Usually when they do that, when they have a brand new game and you start out with exclusive weapons or exclusive whatever, it gets replaced by like the ultimate weapon version of it or whatever by the end of the game. So it feels like a red flag to me. Locking this stuff behind a paywall for single player content. Come on. So what I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to run this video showing some of these cosmetics that are going to be included in the Ultimate Edition. Supposedly that's the tattoo shop, it looks like. That's her getting her stuff done. If you're wearing long pants, it's Miami, people are going to be half naked. So like, I mean, yeah, that's the gator that I remember seeing. That's the car, right? So a lot of these stuff was on that list. And yeah, it would be cool, but just not feeling it. The third red flag, as I have this playing in the background, the third red flag is that there was backlash about the whole empty case. Here's your digital code. Good luck. Go to hell. Apparently, sometime today, this is 6/25/26. We are June 25th. Sometime today, apparently there was enough backlash that Rockstar, or rather, I think somebody reached out to Rockstar and they asked them about a physical game, because that person's probably old school. And Rockstar replied to them and they said, "Oh, no. We're going to have a physical game, but it's going to happen a month after the initial digital copies have gone out." Problems with that, first of all. And I didn't see it in the list because it wouldn't make sense to be on that list. That list was exclusively for the ultimate version of the game. There's also cosmetics that you can get when you pre-order the game. Meaning if you get it now because it's already out there, they're called vintage. I don't remember vintage, like City, something like that. They're only cosmetics that you get for pre-order. Meaning after the release date, whatever day in November it is. I'm gonna correct it somewhere on screen. If you buy the ultimate version on November 21st, those pre-orders are gone. The pre-order vintage skins, those are gone. So you ain't gonna get them no more. So they said the physical copy, which is what a lot of people want, is gonna come out a month after the fact. What happens if you don't pre-order now and get your digital copy, and then you wait a month later to get your physical copy? What happens to those vintage skins? That's it? You're asked out? You're stuck? What about the people who pre-ordered the digital copy wanting the physical copy, and now they end up with the digital copy, but then they go to Rockstar, "Hey Rockstar, I would like the physical copy." What's Rockstar gonna say? Well, it sounds like you're gonna have to cough up another $80 fucking. or 100 if you want to get your special little stupid shit with your cars and whatnot, your missions. Guess you're gonna have to buy the game twice. So what do you do? What do you do? There's no guarantee they're gonna give you a physical copy of the game free because you bought the digital copy. There's no guarantee you're gonna be able to retain the vintage skins from the pre-order arrangement if you wait for the physical copy. So one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get one or you're going to get the other. Or you're going to get screwed. You're going to end up with two games coughing up almost $200 for this shit. That's fucking ridiculous. Bro, there you go. There you go. Rockstar supporters confirmed that physical disc copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 will be available in the months after the game's launch. You'll be able to acquire a physical copy during the following months. Free? Or you got to pay that shit again. The current pre-order options described as physical editions are actually digital code inbox versions only. Already mentioned, this response follows significant customer backlash regarding the initial pre-order details. So what it feels like, and I'm going off the script here, what it feels like is that Rockstar was like, oh, you guys getting a little mouthy. You're bitching a little bit too loud. Okay, here goes your physical copy. Give me another fucking $100 or whatever it is. How bad do you want to keep your stupid skins? How bad do you want your cheetah and your buggy and your shit? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Oh, you didn't sit there and eat your dinner? Fucking take it. You didn't sit there and be happy with what you got? You didn't sit there and be happy with what you were given? Now you gotta pay double. And all of this bearing in mind, we haven't even gotten to the PC ports, the PC players who want this game on PC because of X number of reasons. It's way better. Their PC parts are way stronger than the PS5. They can run it at 60 FPS, 4K, all the good stuff. We haven't even gotten to them yet. Guaranteed, those players, those gamers, they're going to be paying for this shit twice regardless. So what the hell does that mean in the grand scheme? If you want to play it now, and if you want the best experience, you got to buy this game 3 times? Also, multiplayer, online. That's not included in the launch. Because for sure, it's going to have it. They made buku dollars with GTA 5 Online. That shit continued, I don't know, like 10 years until, like 10 years after the fact. They're dropping DLC after DLC. They continued to bank off of that. So 6 has got to have it. So how much more money all those DLCs for multiplayer online? It's making my head spin how much money Rockstar is trying to extract from people doing these little stupid. It's on purpose. It feels like it's on purpose. It feels like it's on purpose. You know, like this mass confusion or I call it a fumble. I call it a debacle. But it's starting to look and feel like this is on purpose. It's by design. This, nobody knows what's going on, what's happening, what's going to happen with the pre-order skins, what's happening with the physical copy if you already got the digital copy. All of this helps their bottom line, and it is fucking bullshit, to say the least. Bullshit. It feels like it doesn't. I've already talked to Nostrum. I'm spending the least amount of money I can on this game because I want to play it now. I'm one of those that I want to play it now, but I'm not going to be captured by this fuck shit, and I'm not going to be mesmerized by the extra stuff, by this bullshit, these business strategies that Rockstar is doing, where they're just trying to get you for everything that they can. I'm not about that. I don't care about this game that much. I've played all of the classics. I already showed you. I got one right here. As a matter of fact, I think I got every single, no, not every single copy. I don't have Liberty City Stories and all the other ones. I got some of the more popular ones, the mainstream ones, Vice City, Free, San Andreas, Classic. But I am not going to participate in this bullshit. It's what it is. It's straight bullshit. They need to figure it out. They need to make it easier for the consumer, and they got to tell them straight up, hey, look, man, We're going to give you X, Y, and Z for such and such. The prices, debatable. I'm still in the camp of bring it back down to 60. Even like $70, I'll be like, it would be hurting a little bit. But I'm not coughing up all this money, dude. Especially not to buy the game 2-3 times. It's looking like I'm going to be in the camp of buying it 2 times because I do want the PC port. Because the PC version, again, my PC is stronger, and so the PC version is going to look better. So unfortunately, it's looking like I'm going to be in that camp of getting it twice. I should not. But I want to play the game. I want to see what's going on. But I'm not participating in none of this extra shit. Fuck that straight up. So there goes my rant. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better, but whatever, bro. This is off the dome. This is off the top of the head. Rockstar, get your shit together. This is unacceptable behavior. And apparently, now that I'm saying it, if I remember right, I saw somebody say that this is not the first time that they put content behind a paywall. Apparently, they did that with Red Dead Redemption 2. Second installment, but they also did it in Red Dead. And they did that like 10 years ago. So now they're just bringing back all the hits in terms of their business tactic. And again, still bullshit. So I am not coughing up all of this money for skins and stuff. I am spending the bare minimum that I can, and I am waiting as long as I can before I get the PC port, get a better deal, whatever. Rockstar, get it together, knock this shit off, all right? Because when 7 comes out, I promise you, you're not going to be getting away with the same shit. There's going to be enough pissed off people that it's going to start to hurt your bottom line versus help with the way that you're handling it. Get it together, Rockstar. Stop fucking around.